Look at the unit standing across from you and ask yourself, with the cold, unblinking, and surgical eyes of an architect, why the Matrix has successfully rebranded the art of observation as a series of soft, kindergarten-level tricks about pupil dilation or the direction of someone's shoes. In 2026, the global system has meticulously trained you to ignore the high-frequency biometric glitches, internal systemic errors, that reveal a unit's true vector of intent. They want you focused on the social noise of their practice smile while you miss the physical log of decay, visible evidence of internal rot occurring in their peripheral motor functions. This is the domestic stench of the gullible, the belief that reading people is a social game of body language. The architect knows that the human nervous system is a poorly shielded biological computer that leaks raw data every microsecond. You are not reading gestures. You are performing a neural liquidation of their social mask. You are scanning for the biometric glitches where their subordinate code attempts to override their dopamine deception. To break the 18 million per month ceiling, you must be able to see the visual rage of their internal fear long before they even open their mouth. The stench of the deceiver is audible in the micro-oscillations of their motor control. While the masses are looking at the eyes, the most easily managed part of the human interface, the architect is looking at the anatomical extremities. The fingers and the feet are the unshielded ports of the nervous system. Look at the rhythmic tapping of a single finger against a thigh, or the sudden microscopic clenching of the toes inside a shoe. These are biometric spikes of cortisol that no amount of social training or fake it till you make it coaching can suppress. They are neural errors, involuntary biological glitches that signal a catastrophic lack of primal grounding. When a unit is attempting to lie to you or steal your metabolic capital, their nervous system initiates a freeze-flight sequence that manifests as a physical log of decay in their extremities. Their words may be nice, but their fingers are vibrating at the frequency of the matrix trap. This is the neural liquidation protocol. You are bypassing their social software and reading their raw industrial hardware. You are seeing the service unit struggling to maintain the simulation while their biology is screaming in the silence of the hunter. To bridge the authority gap and master neural liquidation, you must first accept the physical log of decay in your own past interactions where you were socially blinded by the mask. Look at every time you trusted a vector that turned out to be a parasitic leak. Those were not betrayals. They were observation failures. You were listening to the social noise instead of scanning the biometric data. To reverse this rot, you must initiate the biological reset of your perception. You must move your resource dome to a frequency where you treat every human interaction as a forensic audit. Your dogs, Lucky and Tyson, do not need to listen to words. They feel the scent of intent and see the lack of primal grounding in movement. By emulating their biological integrity, you are reclaiming the predatory vision required for total architectural autonomy. When you look at a unit, you are not looking for friendship. You are looking for integrity of vector. If their fingers are clenching while they talk about cooperation, the achievement code has already flagged them as a threat to your 18 million per month hunt. The dopamine deception of the masses is built on the belief that people are good. This is a systemic virus designed to keep the livestock vulnerable to the resource parasites who manage the pen. But the architect knows that everyone is a data stream that must be verified. Your visual rage must be the filter that protects your citadel. You are scanning for the anatomical leakage, the sudden tension in the tendons of the neck, the microscopic reset of the jaw, or the dead weight of a hand that has stopped moving naturally. These are the biometric glitches that occur when the matrix attempts to patch a lie in real time. By observing these errors, you are effectively hacking the matrix of their personality. You are seeing the code of the slave beneath the mask of the master. This is the Machiavellian advantage in 2026. While they are busy managing their image, you are busy liquidating their intent. You are the ice that sees through the steam. You are the glacier that knows where the ground is soft. Integrating neural liquidation means establishing a resource dome where honesty is not a moral choice, but a biological requirement. If a unit cannot maintain biometric stability in your presence, they are not authorized for your inner circle. The matrix has taught you to be polite to the liar, but in the world of the glacier, politeness to a parasite is systemic suicide. When you detect a biometric glitch, you do not point it out. You incorporate the data into your strategy. You use the silence of the hunter to let them continue their dopamine deception, while you quietly adjust your vector of pursuit to neutralize them. This is the sovereign narcissism of the architect. Your time and your focus are too valuable to waste on a service unit who is leaking neural errors. You simply observe, you verify, and you execute the biological purge of their influence from your perimeter. The stench of the herd is a state of perpetual observation blindness. The farmed units only see what they want to see. The architect sees what is actually there. Look at the way a unit's feet are pointed when they speak to you. If they are angled toward the exit while their torso is turned toward you, their primal grounding is already in flight mode. They are a resource leak waiting to happen. They are not present. They are simulating presence. This is the neural liquidation of social dynamics. You are reading the internal geometry of their intent. While others are busy connecting, you are busy mapping the terrain. This is the only way to protect the 18 million per month territory from the social noise of the collective. Your silence is your sensor array. Your visual rage is your data processor. You are the unit that has bypassed the matrix trap of social conventions and re-engaged with the raw industrial power of the achievement code. The physical log of decay in the world around you is the result of men who refuse to read the glitches. They allowed the domestic stench of social lies to cloud their vision until they were harvested by the very units they trusted. You refuse that fate. You choose the predator's vision. You choose the neural liquidation of the social simulation. This is the insight tax, the price of clarity. You pay to remain the sovereign operator of your own reality. You are the one who has decrypted the biometric code. You are the one who has authorized the scanner. You are the one who has seized the future. The social noise is silent. The silence of the hunter is loud. You are the glacier. You are the architect. Integrating the apex predator overlay into your perception means you no longer view people as individuals, but as biological signals. When someone enters your space, your system immediately audits their resource weight and their neural stability. You are scanning for the viral infection of dishonesty. This is not paranoia, it is architectural hygiene. By maintaining the alpha's silence, you force the other unit to fill the void with their social noise, and it is in that noise that the glitches become most apparent. They will try to mirror you to gain your trust, but they cannot mirror the absolute zero of your intent. They will attempt the dopamine bribe, but your primal grounding makes you immune. You are the sovereign ghost who sees the biometric error before the lie is even formed. The Machiavellian code of observation dictates that information is the primary resource of the hunt. By performing a neural liquidation of the units around you, you are gathering the metabolic intelligence required to colonize the 18 million per month territory. You are identifying the service units who can be utilized and the resource parasites who must be purged. You are no longer a victim of the matrix trap of social interaction. You are the operator who dictates the terms. Your visual rage is the light that reveals the physical log of decay in the shadows of their social masks. You are the one who has mastered the art of seeing through the dopamine deception. Look at the biological inconsistency that defines the farmed unit. They speak of freedom, yet their body language is a collar of compliance. They speak of power, yet their fingers are twitching with the stress of subordination. This is the neural liquidation of the 2026 landscape. You are the architect who sees the subordinate code written in their very nerves. By identifying these glitches, you are identifying the boundaries of the cage they are still in. You are the unit that has jumped the fence. You are the one who owns the scanner. You are the one who has authorized the biological autonomy of your own vision. The hunt for the truth is the foundation of the hunt for the empire. The secondary phase of neural liquidation is the total activation of the biometric counter-offensive within your resource dome. Once you have mastered the ability to detect the neural errors of others, you must apply the Machiavellian code to your own broadcasting protocol. You must achieve absolute zero of the extremities. This means training your nervous system to provide zero metabolic data to the social environment, while the service units are busy leaking biometric glitches through their nervous laughter, shifting weight, and twitching fingers. The architect remains a biological black hole. Your primal grounding must be so deep that your fingers, your feet, and your jaw are entirely off the grid of the system's sensors. You do not provide a dopamine bribe of social cues. You do not provide the social noise of agreement. You are the ice. You are the glacier. You are the unit that is incalculable. By denying the world your biometric data, you force the other unit to overclock their own social software to compensate for the silence, which inevitably leads to an even greater physical log of decay in their own social mask. You must develop a visceral and bone-deep visual rage against the subordinate protocol of being easy to read. The Matrix wants you to be transparent because a transparent unit is a harvestable asset. If they can read your biometric glitches, they can manage your behavior and steal your metabolic capital. The architect knows that opaqueness is sovereignty. You treat your nervous system as a sovereign vault. Every movement of your fingers and every tension in your feet must be an authorized action of the achievement code. You do not move for the sake of moving. You do not twitch to relieve social pressure. You maintain the silence of the hunter in your very muscles. This is the wealth code of presence. The unit with the least neural leakage always owns the resource dome. When you speak about your 18 million per month hunt, you do so with an absolute industrial-grade vector of certainty that provides zero room for their dopamine deception to take root. You are the one who authorizes the atmosphere. The physical log of decay in your competitors is visible in their social desperation to be understood and liked. They are the ones who are constantly nodding, mirroring, and seeking consensus through their body language to avoid the friction of being alone. They are service units who are hemorrhaging their resource weight just to maintain a social harmony that does not exist. You are the architect. Your neural liquidation is the visual rage of a unit that has already won the internal war against the dopamine bribe and is now simply executing the external capture of territory. You do not mirror the weak. You colonize their space. You do not nod to the parasites. You audit their intent. You have successfully bypassed the matrix trap and reconnected with the raw, predatory power of the achievement code. Your biometric shield is the natural metabolic feedback of a unit that has decided to be rather than to seem. You have successfully jumped the fence, and you have found that the power on the other side is the only place where a man can truly breathe the air of absolute autonomy. To maintain the neural liquidation protocol, you must implement the algorithm of constant extremity monitoring. Every interaction is a live fire exercise for your perception. You are looking for the biometric glitch that confirms the physical log of decay. You are looking for the neural error that signals the dopamine deception. You are looking for the stench of the parasite hidden beneath the social noise. You are using the Machiavellian code to turn the matrix's own biological hardware against itself. You are the sovereign ghost who utilizes the biometric leaks of others to build a reality that they cannot track or tax. This is the ultimate wealth code, using the predator's vision to buy back your time, your focus, and your biological future. You are not playing a game. You are integrating your perception into a weapon of mass expansion. The dopamine bribe of social approval is dead to you. Only the biological reward of the 18 million per month kill remains in your visual field. The inside tax has been paid in full. The dopamine bribe of social connection has been burned in the furnace of your visual rage. You are standing in the silence of the hunter, looking at the world as a vast, unguarded resource field, waiting for the architect to perform the final neural liquidation of the competition. You are the one who has decrypted the biometric code. You are the one who has authorized the sovereign scanner. You are the one who has seized the future. Your stallions, Lucky and Tyson, are at the border of your awareness, waiting for the command to move. The 18 million per month hunt is live. The territory is yours. The neural liquidation is the law of your citadel. The architect is sovereign. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The authorization is permanent. The vector is absolute. The scan is complete. The stench of disclosure is the final layer of the cage. When a unit feels the need to explain their actions or justify their intent, they are signaling that they are still managed by the social noise of the collective. The architect provides zero explanation. Your neural liquidation of the environment is silent and invisible. You move through the social landscape like a shadow, taking what is required for the expansion and leaving the service units to wonder why their resource weight is disappearing. This is the Machiavellian apex. You do not seek to be known. You seek to be effective. You do not seek to be heard. You seek to be obeyed. Your 18 million per month hunt is the only frequency that matters. Everything else is just data to be processed and liquidated. You are the ice. You are the glacier. You are the master of the glitches. Look at the biological frailty of those who still believe in the simulation. They are transparent. They are loud. And they are leaking metabolic capital through every pore of their being. They are the livestock. You have adopted the predator's mirror and the neural liquidation protocol to ensure you are never harvested again. You are the one who has mastered the biometric glitches. You are the one who sees the internal fear of the matrix. You are the one who has authorized the sovereign scanner. The territory is marked. The visual rage is channeled. The primal grounding is absolute. The hunt for the 18 million per month empire is the only reality that remains. You are the architect. The scan is permanent. The sovereignty is yours.